Hey, it's Clay Trader, and this will be a video chart on ticker symbol SPCL. We will take a look at the 30-minute time frame. Real quick, what do I mean by 30-minute in case maybe you're new to charts? Instead of each one of these candlesticks here representing 1 day's worth of price action, which is what you would normally see, each one represents 30 minutes. So while this here may look like several weeks worth of time, it's actually just the past several days broken down into 30-minute time slices. I've done this analysis quite a few times. That's where these red and green lines are coming from. And today's chart's a little bit tricky because it really boils down to perspective. What do I mean by perspective? Well, if you are a day trader and you bought, right here, or maybe you bought right there, and you're hoping to sell within, 2 minutes, then yeah, for you, the chart's looking pretty rough. But if you care about the big picture perspective, the grand scheme of things, then the bulls still technically are in control because they still can put in a higher low, which again, big picture is the key word. So from the big picture perspective, the bulls can still continue to build, the overall uptrend. So before we get into all that, I just want to do a couple little house cleaning things here and just get rid of these lines. Yes, they all still pertain to the chart, but from a presentation standpoint and not wanting to have a million lines everywhere that can cause clutter and confusion, just want to try to keep this as clean as possible. The first update, though, that needs to be made is based on a foundational principle in charting, which states when levels of support are broken and closed below, they tend to act as resistance. So for those of you that have watched the videos in the past, hopefully you remember me talking about 13.5 or 0.0135, as support. You can see, just multiple times the price bounced up from that level. However, today, the price dropped below it, and then, the floodgates kind of opened up, and that's what caused a continuation downwards. So in any sort of bounce back up, 0.0135 is definitely going to be that first key battleground that you want to see the price get back through. Now, back to the whole point about, the bulls still technically being in control. The reason I say that is, let's say the price falls back to this pink line right here, which is the famous 200 period moving average, and then, goes sideways right here. Well, when you stop and think about it and look at it, well, you'd have a set of lows right here. You'd have this set of lows down there. You'd have this set of lows down there. You'd have that set of lows down there. And if you picture each one of these as stair steps, well, the stair steps would still be going in the upwards direction from the big picture perspective. I realize I keep reiterating that term, but that's why I want it distinct. I'm not talking about this from a day trading perspective. I'm talking about the longer term perspective of everything. So yeah, it may sound crazy that, oh yeah, the bulls are still in control, but they are, because they can still put in that overall higher low. So if you didn't kind of connect the dots, key level of support going to next week, definitely that pink line again, the famous 200 period simple moving average. So we'll see what happens with it. The bears did take a chunk out of it today, but we'll see if the bulls can build a higher low. One of the most popular questions I get is, hey Clay, how do you find the stocks that you trade? So what I've done is put together this free resource guide where I talk about the tools that I use to locate stocks that I find interesting and think may have potential. So if that sounds like something that could add value to you as a trader, then by all means, click right there to get access to the guide. The guide itself is very short and to the point. And like I say, it is free. Thanks for watching. Have a good weekend.